You did it. You woke up today. You even got out of bed. You deserve a reward. We can't all be morning people, but we can all get McDonald's for breakfast.
Right now, mix and match a Chicken McGriddles or a McChicken biscuit for just $3. Order ahead on the Mickey D's app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal. Single item at regular price. Mobile order and pay at participating McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Childhood is wanting a variety of different baked sweets and someone telling you no. Adulthood is wanting a variety of different baked sweets and being able to go right to Mickey D's to get every single one you want. Whenever you want.
Get the new glazed pull-apart donut and a 99-cent any-sized iced coffee with pumpkin spice flavor. Sweet. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time only. Iced coffee promo available until 11 a.m.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Welcome, readers. Today on Book Chat, Casey and I are diving into the infamous category on TikTok called Book Talk. Stay tuned. Today's episode is sponsored in part by Amazon Music. Check it out. It has 70 million songs, thousands of playlists. You can listen without commercials. Sign up today and get your first month for free using the Shelf Addiction link. Go to getamazonmusic.com/shelf addiction and sign up today. Again, the code is Shelf Addiction. The link is also in the show notes. Hey everyone, I'm your host, Tamara Ford, and welcome to Book Chat here on the Shelf Addiction Podcast. Participate in this discussion by joining the Facebook group Shelf Addiction Official. I hope to hear your thoughts on today's topic. You can always find me and Casey on Twitter and Instagram. The links for everything I've mentioned are below in the show notes. If you enjoyed today's episode, please support this podcast by sharing it with some book nerd friends or on your favorite social media space. That would really help me out, and I appreciate you for doing so. The uncut video version of this podcast is available now on Patreon. Join us there for exclusive videos, including after shows and more. So if you're interested in that at all, you'll need to come on over to Patreon and sign up. Without further ado, let's get started. We've got a lot to chat about today, so we are going to jump right on in. Joining me is feature co-host Casey from Heartful of Ink. Welcome back, Casey.
Hello, hello. I'm so excited to be here today.
Yes, it's going to be a fun chat. I'm excited.
Yes.
Today we are going to talk about a trend that is new to some and not so new to others, and that is TikTok, or should I say a subgroup of TikTok called Book Talk.
Yes. Yes, I'm the new person here. I've been on TikTok for maybe 2 weeks now, so I'm very new to this.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear what you think about it. So, as your newbie, tell me what you know about TikTok. What have you learned?
What have I learned? I have learned that it is a time suck, and I will spend hours watching people do random shit, and I will laugh at them, and it is absolutely absurd. I've also learned that it is very hard to find the right people to follow, and you have to go down very deep rabbit holes, or, have your friends recommend the right people for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also learned that there is a lot of drama that goes on. And finds out like 5 days later on Facebook because people are talking about it later. Like, it was so fun. I'm like, wait, what? What did I miss? Somebody tell me.
The drama is real over there. The drama is real. And I'm like you. TikTok for me is a huge time suck. Like I can go honestly weeks without opening that app. But then when I do, I will sit there for an hour.
Yes. Just scrolling and watching and laughing and yes. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the rabbit holes are very deep. Like I found, like for me, I've had a TikTok for a few years now. I think maybe 2 years. Because I heard about it early on and I wanted to jump and grab my username before some kid took it, like before. Did I tell you that story?
No.
Oh my God. You guys. Okay, this is a story for you. I don't want to advertise anybody, but Someone had, okay, I went onto Snapchat back when Snapchat was popular. I went on there and I'm like, no one ever uses Shelf Addiction anywhere. It's my name. I go on there and it's taken. I'm like, WTF?
Rude.
WTF? And so I signed up with like Shelf Addiction 1 or Shelf Addiction Official. I can't remember. I don't even use Snapchat. But I messaged the person trying to figure out who had used this name and why. And turns out it was like a 12-year-old. And they said, hey, I thought your name was cool. I said, oh, what?
You have a 12-year-old follower?
I guess at least one, apparently at the time. And they thought it was cool to just use my name on Snapchat.
Well, when you're 12, yeah, I understand that.
And there was a moment there when I was going to be like, delete this account. But I'm like, I'm not going to go to blow for a username with a 12-year-old.
This is hilarious.
So I let it go and made whatever Shelf Addiction 1 I think it was. But you guys, I literally have not downloaded Snapchat in like several years. No one uses that anymore. So that's why when I heard about TikTok, I'm like, TikTok, let me get on there right now. Anything new that I hear about that is in social media, if it sounds like it might have some kind of buzz going on about it, I will download the mug and get my username, even if I don't use it. So, because you never know, it might become popular or it might not. So I do go on there and I just have a list of usernames on all these different apps because I'm like, no one is taking my username ever again.
Yes. Yes.
And you guys, don't try to be funny. Don't make me come for you. Don't be funny. Making accounts with my names. We're going to fight. And I love you, so I don't want to do it.
Oh my God. Yeah. No. That is hilarious.
Isn't it though? Oh my God. It's a mess. I'm like, wow. Yeah, so that's how I got on TikTok so early. And then after that, I just started, because like, honestly, my TikTok, I think the algorithm doesn't know what to do with me, to be honest, because 1 minute I'm watching cooking videos. The next minute I'm watching twin videos with people that are twins. The next minute I'm watching couple videos, of couples. The next minute I'm watching book talk videos. Then I'm watching restaurant reviews. And then I'm all over the place. Like the algorithm is probably very confused by me.
Yeah. No, I'm still, baby steps trying to figure out what I want. And it keeps saying, we're trying to figure out what to give for you. And I'm like, yeah, I don't even know what I want. Just give me book stuff. Give me the drama. Give me.
It's funny. My book talk is like a reflection of me for real. Cause like, if you guys follow me in other places, I have like food stuff. I have like some tech stuff. I have life stuff. I have book stuff. I have entertainment stuff. My personality. I like a lot of things. So it's reflected. Yeah. A little this, a little that, a little everything. It's great. And I especially love that the videos, now I'm torn on this. Okay, so I love that the videos were originally 60 seconds, which made it short and sweet. But recently TikTok has added more minutes. So some videos are up to 3 minutes long. And I don't necessarily like those. So, because like, I kind of feel like, what is this about? Like, there's too much time to tell a story. And sometimes less is more. And I feel like personally, when I see 3-minute videos, I don't watch most of those. Do you watch the 3-minute ones?
I haven't found a lot. Again, baby here. I thought that was for when you're like trying to film yourself and you need time to run to the camera, press the button and then run back and do the thing and then hit stop. So you have more time to, film and edit. That's what I thought that was for. Apparently, no, there's 3-minute videos. I don't think I watched those.
We'll talk about your experience later, but imagine trying to fill 3 whole minutes with something.
No, that would be awful.
Yes. So, anywho, we originally set out to talk about book talk, you guys, because we love books. We love book recommendations. And I kind of enjoy book talk, but I am having a hard time finding my niche in that realm because book talk,
so hard.
yeah, it's so vast. And it's like, I see a lot of people that have tons and tons of followers are really young. They're like still in high school or like freshmen in college. And I'm like, I can't relate.
And those are the people who are like, oh my God, you guys, this is the best romance story ever. You have to read it. It's so good. And then they give you fucking Nicholas Sparks or goddamn Romeo and Juliet. And I'm like, baby, no. Stop.
Yeah.
Go back to kindergarten. This is not romance. I will school you.
Casey's like, do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
You get no likes. You get no followers. This is not the romance genre. Get out of here.
I know. Or when people suggest like things that a lot of people don't like and they're fawning all over it. And you're like, wait, I don't think that was actually good. But I guess if you thought it was good.
Oh my God, those people with the like, these books don't get any recognition. Everybody should know this exists. And then it's fucking New York Times bestseller list books. Like, Sarah J. Maas is on those lists.
Dude, Akatar is like one of the most used series for book talk TikToks.
But I have seen 3 videos of people saying, nobody knows this series exists. You guys need to learn this and read about it. And I'm just like, what rock are you living under?
I know.
Under a rock, and I've heard.
Dude, like if you even used Amazon or Goodreads or pretty much any other book review site, you would see so many reviews, hundreds of thousands of reviews. There's no way people don't know about this book. Google it.
Google it. Join a Facebook group. Everybody's talking about this series like every other day.
Yeah, they love it. And the funniest thing is like, and I understand when I first read these books, I understand the obsession with the night court, right? Book 2, I was like, I want to live in the night court. I am all about it. I understand the love, but they are so obsessed. It's like to a level. I mean, I have never been like that level of fangirl. I just don't understand.
I mean, I am in my own head, but I don't publish this on social media for everybody to watch me fangirl like that.
Oh my God, because they do things like they'll read segments of the book or they'll have some like raunchy soundtrack while they're holding the book and doing all this stuff. I'm like, oh my God. Like, girl, get over yourself. But it's funny though, and that is why we watch it. The shit is funny.
Yes. Yeah. No, that is. Yes. These people. I need to find the good book talkers. I need to find my niche.
Yeah.
I need to find my people who are really, really showing like brand new books that nobody's ever heard about. And I need to find people who know romance books and aren't going to give me fucking Nicholas Sparks. Because if you give me Nicholas Sparks, I will punch you in the face.
Oh my God. Yeah, don't give me Nicholas Sparks. Like, dude.
He does not write.
No.
I can rant about this for an hour. Don't get me started.
And you know, I found out like there were a couple other books that people really like go hard for. Like they get all into their feelings. And like I have not read either of these, but I want to check out at least one. So one is like Son of Achilles. Have you heard of that one? By I think it's Madeline Miller, I think was the name. Madeline Miller.
Is that super gay book?
I'm not sure. I started to look it up, but I'm like, maybe Casey read it. I'm like, because it seems like something you would know about. I just feel like, you know, yeah, here it is. Let's see. Is it super gay? Let's find out. Best of all Greeks. Oh, it's like, oh.
It's like the Iliad, but like told about their point of. I haven't read this. I just hear everybody talk about it and how super, super gay it is.
Oh my gosh.
Which is not a diss.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Books.
that's it. Yeah, so people are like in the rating on Goodreads. So on Goodreads, it has over 470,000 ratings, and the average is 4.41.
Damn.
I'm gonna add it to my might read one day list. And the other one is the Ice Planet Barbarians.
Yes. Okay. So I actually follow that author on Facebook, and I've watched her following grow over the past year, I guess. But she's on Kindle Unlimited, and I've never bought into Kindle Unlimited, so I don't read her. But everybody talks about how amazing she is. And then, like, just a few months ago, she blew up on Book Talk. And now all of a sudden she has a deal with some publishing house. So they're going to get paperback books of her books into bookstores soon.
The TikTokers love that shit. And I was listening to a podcast, and I think, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because they were talking about a bunch of TikTok books. So I think this is one where the hero like has like a penis that they can grow on their own, like make it really fucking big and crazy. Or not. They were talking about, I need to go back and re-listen. I'm like, is that in this book? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my God, is that real?
I know these are blue-skinned aliens. I don't know about growing a dick. I've never heard that.
I don't know, girl. I heard that and I'm like, what? Because, you know, they were going through these books and I'm like, oh shit, maybe I should read it. I'm curious.
Within the last month or so, people have started talking about this Minotaur book where he gets milked. Some like book on Kindle Unlimited, and it's supposed to be like super erotic, but it's, you know, the Minotaur from Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Getting milked.
Oh God. Jesus. I don't think I want to read that one.
I don't think so. It's just, yeah, no, there's a lot of crazy shit out there. So if it's not these blue barbarian people growing dicks, there's somebody else out there growing dicks.
Yes, it's like Book Talk has like these extreme cases. So like your extreme, like there's corners that are Nicholas Sparks, and there are corners that are raunchy and dirty, and they like give me all the sex.
I need to find these raunchy, dirty places. Because again, you know, like with the romance, people are like, oh my God, these are the steamiest books ever. And it's fucking Nicholas Sparks. And I'm like, bitch, kinkier shit in middle school.
You're like, read some real books.
Do not tell me this is hot or spicy.
You know, and I hate to bust your guys' Nicholas Sparks loving bubble, but like I met him one time and there was nothing sexy. Nothing. No offense, Nicholas Sparks, just my own opinion.
Okay, I will tell you my personal opinion, y'all. He's just a fucking pretentious ass.
No. In case you said it, she telling you.
No, okay, so I want to say this was the Washington Post, but I'm probably completely wrong. He was being interviewed for some article in some big newspaper chain. Like, it was a big deal. And, you know, the author is talking about how Nicholas Sparks is walking through this bookstore. And he goes, oh, I'm like the modern Hemingway of our generation.
Oh, my God.
You're a fucking pretentious ass.
Modern Hemingway?
Yeah, no, he's literally comparing himself to great classic writers and saying that he's like the best of our generation. And I'm just like, no, bitch, no, get out of here.
Oh my God.
That's how I feel based off of his personal interviews.
Oh my God. See, I would not like to hear that at all. I would not like it. Like, get out of here.
No. Nicholas Sparks, nope. No. If you romance, I will educate you. Yes.
Casey will educate you. And she might do it on TikTok. We'll have to find out. Stay tuned.
Oh, God.
So, like a couple other popular titles that seem to be thrown around, they both die at the end. I have not read it. Have you heard of that? I've seen a couple
No, I
TikToks
haven't.
about that. The Cruel Prince, but I don't really like Holly Black, really.
So I hate read that entire trilogy. And I
Mhm.
say, from an editorial objective standpoint, Holly Black is a fantastic writer. She knows how to world build. She knows how to write amazing, compelling sentences, and everything is beautiful. From a reader standpoint, I fucking hated everything. I hate the characters. I hate the world. I hate the bully romance, which is just straight up abuse. Like, is pure toxic abuse on every level from every character. It is god awful. But people love it and they eat it up. And I'm just
See, I haven't read Cruel Prince, but I read something else from her, and I just didn't enjoy it to the point where I never even wanted to try another book. I just really didn't like it.
No, like I said, from an editorial standpoint, she is a fantastic writer.
She's technically good.
Skill. Yeah, she's technically good. But from a reader standpoint, I hated everything. And so I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Can't read her.
And see, that's the thing about like TikTok with, great power comes, you have to have like sensibility and caution when you when you are recommending things, because these TikTokers or book talkers have the power. I was reading a New York Times article and they were saying like old books have come back to life, selling 10,000 units a month. Like things have like revived themselves and they have given big pushes to already popular books, where the publishing industry is making a ton of money off of book talk, to the point where independent bookstores have tables dedicated to book talk recommendations.
And that's fantastic. I absolutely love the fact that books are making a comeback.
Yeah.
Like this is amazing stuff. I love that there is a very specific social media platform that is giving life to all of these books. For a while, it was doing good stuff, but it just never took off this way.
But, I think it's already becoming tainted. And by that, I mean, so not only, and I believe that creators should be rewarded for creators should be paid for their work, especially TikToks. Making TikToks is not easy. Reading these books, recommending these books is not easy from any creator standpoint, whether it's a podcast or a booktube or a bookstagram or a book talk. If you're sharing on behalf of a publisher, you should be paid. And but with that, I also feel like it's kind of tainted, because some people, like I consider us on this podcast in the group that no matter who's asking us to read it, we're going to be honest. But there are those that get things from people or companies and their opinion is swayed because they're getting paid. And a lot of these huge TikTokers are being offered, I'm not going to lie, for young people, it's a lot of money. Like they're being offered from hundreds of dollars to thousands of dollars for a TikTok, for a book. These publishers are paying. That is the truth.
Holy shit.
And then you wonder why is it such a prize where they say, I'll send you a free book. Bitch, you guys are paying these big TikTokers to wave this book around in front of everybody and cry over it or whatever their thing is. And you're getting sales, lots of sales. Like, for example, we talked about Son of Achilles. New York Times said, like, when they wrote this article a couple months ago, it had 19 million views on that hashtag.
Holy shit.
Yes. So, like, you get a good hashtag going, you get a really popular TikToker with, a huge following, and people start getting in line. One person does it and then a million do it, and you are making money hand over fist. And that is why you can afford to pay someone thousands of dollars to do a TikTok.
Are they giving their authors these thousands of dollar bonuses? Are they paying the editors? Are they paying the other people on the production line? Or is it just the TikTok person who gets thousands of dollars for this one very short, like, yes, it's awful and it takes a lot of time to make a TikTok, but it's just a couple hours. Whereas an author takes a year to write a book. Or
the author usually gets their contract on the front, right?
Yeah.
This is a part of an advertising budget. Just like they advertise in a magazine, or no one does that anymore. Do people buy magazines? But you have a marketing budget for every book. Like on the business side, you make plans for a marketing budget. And TikTok fits into that. So like also in the New York Times article, there was this one TikToker who was 20 years old. She's shown holding that same book, Song of Achilles, next to her face. And she says, this is me finishing it, as she cries into the camera, dramatically wailing and yelling. And that video was viewed more than 150,000 times. And that video lasts about 7 seconds.
I mean, hold on.
So, yeah.
Did nobody study the Iliad in high school anymore? Did nobody know what the ending was? Because I knew what the ending was as soon as this book was announced. Like, it's coming. Why are we surprised that you're crying?
But the funny thing is, well, it's cool, but the author, Madeline Miller, said, quote, "I wish I could send them all chocolates," said the author. And of course, because they are like making people run out and buy this book. It's rejuvenated. She's getting some kickback from it. She's got to be.
Yeah.
So
checks are looking pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah. So
billions of people are buying.
From the business perspective, TikTok is good for the publisher. It's good for the author because they're making money. Now I don't know about the people that work on the book when it's in production. You know what I'm saying? Once it's done, I think their job is done. But maybe that might lead to them getting bonuses when they work for the publishers, like when they get huge end of the year bonuses and things. But this is a business. A business of books, and TikTok is it right now.
I guess
it is it.
I mean,
it sounds stupid, don't it? It sounds crazy, like these little teeny videos with people doing silly things and crying and other things over books generate so much, income, sales. Yeah. It converts, and it's a fact. And so it's crazy. It's like, oh my God. Every author should be trying to get their book in front of a huge TikToker. And some of them will say they love it, even if they don't, because they're getting paid.
But at the same time, so there's that part of my reader heart, my teenage self who used to run around telling people about books that I loved just because I loved them. And part of me misses that authenticity of somebody saying, "Hey, I just read this book and I really fucking love it. You need to read it too." That's, being paid or trying to get hits or trying to fit in this hashtag or whatever. Like there's that part of me that really misses that. And so as much as I love TikTok, as much as I appreciate all that it's doing for the book industry, there's part of me that's like, well, what about the people who really love books, who are really out there saying, like us, we're honest with every opinion we have of a book. If it's a bestseller and we hate it, we will sit here and say, we didn't like it. It's bad, And if it's a really good book, we'll tell you it's a really good book. And I kind of miss just knowing that there are people out there,
I know, because that is like, that is us through and through. And that's me. Even on my social media platforms, I really don't post about books I don't really like, just for content. I only post things that I am like actively reading or that I'm really enjoying or that I have loved. And I try to be like, And that's why, I don't have a million of the new books on there because guess who's not reading a million of the new books? I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me if these publicists and managers and whoever are doing the interaction, they're like, hey, here's this book and here are some talking points for you. I bet you half these people aren't even actually reading the damn book. Like, I
was just about to say, I can hold up a book and cry. I don't even have to open the cover to cry on demand. It's like, are you even reading it? Is this authentic tears? Did you not know what was coming?
Yeah.
Did not read the Iliad. Like that was, I had that 500 million times in high school because I had the same teacher over and over again. But like, are you even reading it? Is it really making you cry?
And you'll never know because TikTok is 1 minute to 3 minutes long. There's no way you can tell someone's actually read a book based on that.
Exactly.
It's a mess. Like, on one hand, it's so entertaining and fun. But on the other hand, when you start to break it down, like the darker parts of it, it could be a complete racket. Like, what is it? The business of book talk.
Business of books.
Yeah.
Marketing, the business of all of that jazz. Yeah.
It's definitely like a thing. And it's like when you are as just enjoying the books and enjoying reading, think about that. And I bet you when people are scrolling TikTok looking at fun videos, they're not ever thinking that they can't trust someone who is crying with a book on TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They go, oh, you cried? It'll make me cry. I want to cry. Or, oh, you're making so much money. Let me see if I can make money too.
Yeah. Like I was saying, like I was listening to this podcast and they had a few booksellers on there and they legit, like, they cold called them like, hey, I'm XYZ from ABC and have you heard of Book Talk? And they're like, oh yeah, we have a table dedicated to Book Talk recommendations. People come in here and say, hey, I saw this book on TikTok. Can you help me find it? That is real influence.
It is. I don't know. My brain wants to know what's the difference between this and Instagram. Is it because there's a video of a person doing this, whereas Instagram is just the still picture with candles and the book covers and everything just looks pretty and here's somebody, moving and somehow it sticks in your brain more?
Let me just say, TikTok has influenced Instagram because now Instagram Reels. I was actually watching this YouTuber who is an Instagram expert, and she said that the CEO of Instagram stated that they're not getting rid of their their photo feed, but their focus, their algorithms are going to be adjusted for Reels. They want video more than photos.
Oh. Okay.
Video will way more than photos. So they're not getting rid of photos. Instagram has always been photos. The new world of Instagram is focused on those Reels, which are, some people just post their TikToks right into Instagram Reels.
I need to start doing that.
But I would not, because I also heard that you get deprioritized if you do that, because TikTok puts a watermark on your video when you take it from there. And it can tell it's a TikTok video and it's not an original video on Reels. So we'll talk about that after the break. I'm going to tell you some tricks. We'll get into it after the break.
Teach me. I need help.
Girl, I am always learning because I'm like, I am not 20 years old crying with no book. So I got to find another way to utilize TikTok and Instagram and things like that in a way that feel authentic to me. Yep. All right. So actually, I think it's a good time to take a break. What do you think?
Yeah, let's take our break.
Okay. So we are going to take a break, guys. While we're breaking, please listen to these commercials, support the podcast, support the people putting up commercials on this podcast, showing us support, and definitely check out my reader's journal, available now on Amazon.
It's so
super
pretty.
Cute. It is. I love it. I'll be posting more photos and stuff on Instagram.
Yes.
So of course, link in the show notes. And while you're at it, check out the merch store and all that fun stuff. And on the back end, we will talk about our experience making TikToks, and we'll talk a little bit more about the business of TikTok. Stay with us.
Dunkin' is putting a whole new spin on pumpkin at Dunkin' with our new pumpkin cream cold brew. Smooth, bold cold brew topped with velvety pumpkin cream cold foam made with cinnamon and nutmeg spices. And there's more pumpkin for you to love, like the delicious fall classic, our pumpkin spice signature latte. Rich espresso topped with whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and cinnamon sugar. That's how we pumpkin at Dunkin'. Sip into the fall season with the $3 medium pumpkin cream cold brew or pumpkin spice signature latte. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. Valid on pumpkin spice signature latte only and all cold foam cold brew.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Shelf Addiction merch store. Check out all the bookish t-shirts, notebooks, mugs, and more. Don't miss out on these original designs, perfect for any book nerd. Support the podcast and visit shelfaddiction.com/merch and pick up your next favorite bookish item. Welcome back, guys. Yes, we're back. We're going to finish this conversation out. And so Casey is new to TikTok. She's a new creator on TikTok. Yes. So let's talk a little bit about her experience recording a TikTok before I get into some of the stuff I learned. Tell me, Casey, how was your first TikTok? How'd it go?
It was so damn hard. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, so as you know, I am a romance editor by day. And so my very first TikTok, I created a day in the life of a romance editor video. And so I wanted to show, the fun in is out, getting the dictionary out, having Enya playing. And then it changes to when, wet ass pussy starts playing because sex scene. And then I have to figure out if the position is correct. I have the ruler coming out to make sure it fits. Oh my God. It took me like 4 hours to film this thing.
Oh my God, girl.
Well, I kept making it and then I would have it and then I'd be like, well, how do I do the music? And it wasn't working. So I ended up just playing the music on my computer and filming it that way. And music sounds jacked. I know.
It's a whole thing. Like, it's a whole production.
It is. It really is. Yeah, it was fun. And actually, I got over 600 views in less than 24 hours. And I was like, what?
It was a good video. It was really good. You guys check it out. What's your handle over there?
I'm just at Heartful of Ink on TikTok.
Okay.
At Heartful of Ink.
Okay, yeah. Check it out, you guys. She did a really good one for her first one. She went all in.
Thank you.
Yes. And I'm like, I knew that took some time because just to do one where you're like flashing books, oh my God, you got to take a photo, go back, hit play. Record, go back, record, go back, record. It's like, oh my God. And don't let your phone fuck up. Don't let something happen. You're going to have to start over.
All over. Yep. No, there's one point where because I was filming myself, so I had to hit the camera and then run to the fireplace and hop around and then stop and then run back to the camera and hit stop and then edit all of that. So that's, earlier when I said why I thought we had 3-minute videos, I thought that was it because, running to the camera takes up time. You can't do that in 30 seconds.
No, you cannot.
So that's why I thought we had the 3-minute length. Not that they're actual 3-minute videos being made.
So I'm dying to know, will you be making more TikToks? More of that?
Yes. Oh, yes. I have some hilarious ideas, you guys. I was actually hit with this last night. Nobody steal my idea. But Ed Sheeran's song, Bad Habits?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use that song over me, running through a bookstore and just taking all of the books.
Yes!
Oh, yes. No, there's several bookstores around that I'm just going to be like, yes, give me my bad habits. Give me my book.
That's so awesome. I can't wait for that one.
Yes.
That's
Be
fun.
a week or two, but
it's fun.
No,
but
I have some fun ideas.
Yeah, I really like generating ideas for TikTok, but when it's time to execute them, I just go, oh my God, I don't know if I can do it. So honestly, I feel like my TikTok isn't as fun like that because I'm not running around doing crazy things, because the idea of that makes me want to just fall on the ground and like weep.
So you and I need to like team up, and you can help me come up with awesome ideas. I'll run around just making a giant fool of myself.
You can do all the crazy stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, I feel like my aesthetic is like, I really try. I guess I'm still honing my aesthetic because it's not that, but like I have an idea of what it should look like and what it should be. And it absolutely conflicts with my nature of being a minimalist. So my aesthetic is cozy and candles and things. And I'm like, but they're things that I have to buy and keep in my house. It's like, okay, I love it, but I can't show the same stuff over and over again. So that means you're buying things. And I'm like, I don't want all this shit in my house. So it's like, it absolutely conflicts. And I'm like, what am I to do? I don't know.
Do you have a friend who you can just like borrow stuff from? Or is there a way to like rent stuff? Or, I don't want to actually say this out loud, but what if you went to like Target and bought something and used it and then returned it the next day? So you're never actually going to use it again.
Oh my God. I never thought of that. I never thought of renting. I never even thought of it, dude. And that's a good idea. Yeah. I never even thought of it. Because I'm like,
for your video and then return it to Target and make it something else.
That's a great idea, because when I look at some of these videos and photos on Instagram, I'm like, you guys are insane. Not only are you buying or being gifted, well, I think some cases they're buying these books. Probably more than being gifted. You're spending all this money on books. You're spending all this money on flowers and candles and throws and blankets and cups and mugs. And I mean, the thought of all that shit just like creeping into my space just freaks me out. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with all? Who is using 20 cups?
I have like 3 coffee mugs. I'm going to rotate me all.
And I mean, the thought of the waste of money makes me cringe. And I'm like, yes, I know. But like some people, like, have you seen some of them where it seems like they have a million things packed into that frame?
And I'm just
it's so beautiful. But it's like,
are you rich? Are you?
Right. What is happening? Do you work at Michael's or Hobby Lobby? Like, what is this?
Maybe.
It's gorgeous. It's very aesthetic. It's like cozy and pretty, but I'm gonna think about what you said, Casey. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Do it at Hobby Lobby because they're awful and evil and,
I can't shop at Hobby Lobby because of that, but I guess maybe because of that, I can do the buy return thing.
Buy from them and then return it immediately because they're evil and, give them negative reviews on places.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You've helped me. You've helped me tremendously today, because I'm like, I know what I want to do. I know what I want it to look like, but I can't do it.
But the aesthetic. Yes.
I love those. I love that aesthetic. Like, it's fall now, and I want to show like all the fall things. Like, I'm actually thinking about going to TJ Maxx and searching for Ray Dunn stuff. Oh my God, that is so... What is the word? That is so basic, but I don't give a shit because people like it. I like it, but I don't own a single Ray Dunn item, but I love to look at it.
I have a t-shirt that just says Boss Lady, and I had to buy it because I'm a boss lady. And I'm this is basic, but this is me. I love it.
And yes, sometimes I am that basic bitch with my cold brew, pumpkin cold brew Starbucks, my Ray Sun mug, and my glittery Starbucks tumbler, and my fall scarf, and my Louis Vuitton wristlet. Yes, bitch, I am that basic bitch sometimes.
Embrace it.
And my book, my thick ACOTAR book in my hand.
Yes, embrace it.
I love it. I don't know why. It's a mess, but I love it.
It brings you joy. Love it anyway.
Yeah.
Just do that. Yeah.
And then you come in my house, you're like, where are all these cool things in that one box over there?
Way in the attic. Nobody sees it.
I have a really clean, you know how you walk into some people's homes and there's like tchotchkes everywhere and things everywhere. You walk into my home and it's like, wow. I mean, it's nicely decorated. It's elegant, but there's not a lot of things on the wall. There's not shelves full of things. It's very clean and open. You know, that's just how I like my life, my daily life to look like that.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Like, I can like both things, right? I can like both.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I need more bookshelves, but I just have piles of books fucking everywhere. So yeah, no, a lot of my book talk videos will just have piles of books around.
But that's a pretty thing. People love to see that stuff. I would love to see it too, but if I did it, I would drive myself crazy. And no lie, I mean, my husband would be like, you got books everywhere. They're everywhere. I'm like, oh my God.
That's how my family yells at me. I know that pain.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, let me get it together and make them all fit on the shelf, which, by the way, if you guys need help doing that, I have a book minimalist two-parter where I share how I got my books all onto, you know, my wall of shelves, and I got the piles off the floor, off the counters, and I cleaned it up. I tell you how I did it. So check it out. It's in the podcast feed now.
Okay. I need that.
Yes. Okay. TikTok, book talk. What do you think? Anything else to cover on that?
If you're listening right now, tell me who to follow. Again, I'm 2 weeks into this. I don't know who to follow. I don't know where to find my niche of people. Give me the real romance readers. Give me the really sexy shit. Like come talk to me and watch my videos because I try to be hilarious. So, you know.
Yeah. Follow me on TikTok too. At Shelf Addiction. I promise it's me because I got it first.
It's not a 12-year-old pretending to be you.
No, because maybe you guys can see me go through my growth spurt and post some really cool stuff on there thanks to Casey's motivation.
Yes.
Follow me on there. So I have a fun question of the day for you guys. If you watch TikTok, what kind of content do you like? Do you have a favorite? If you do, of course, send it to us like we just asked. Send us some recs. If you make your own, let me know. I'd love to check you out over on TikTok as well.
Yes. And if you want to make something for you, let us know. Because
absolutely.
we can do that for you.
Yeah.
We can.
Absolutely. We'll try our best.
Might be a big failure, but it'll be fun.
It'll be fun. Yeah, you're right. If nothing else, it will be fun.
Yes.
So don't forget, you guys, you can join us either in Shelf Addiction Official over on Facebook or join us on the Book Clubs app. That is Book Clubs with a Z. You can join us with our book club chats and we can talk books and all other things bookish. And the links are in the show notes. And that wraps up today's episode. So if you are listening to the sound of my voice right now, I want to thank you for listening to this entire episode. We appreciate you for doing it. Yes. Thank you. We love you guys. And we'll catch you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. If you enjoyed today's episode and would like to show your support, there are a few things you can do. Head on over to Apple Podcasts and leave a positive 5-star review or like this episode on your favorite podcast player. It seems so simple, but it really helps me out. You can share this podcast with other book nerd friends or on your favorite social media space. You can also join the Shelf Addiction Patreon family. For as little as $2 a month, you will help us produce even more awesome content for your ears. You can also consider joining the Shelf Addiction Official Facebook group, where we talk all things bookish and more in a safe space. The Shelf Addiction Podcast is a part of the Nerdy Maven Network. You can also reach us via email at info@shelfaddiction.com. Thank you for listening.
Support for this episode has been provided by George Washington's Mount Vernon. Offering 160 wide-open, wanderable acres, Mount Vernon invites you to connect with over 200 years of history. Far more than a mansion, the first president's estate is home to 4 picturesque gardens and shaded woodland trails, even a cruise of the Potomac River. Visit mountvernon.org to learn more. To save 20% on tickets, use promo code OPEN.
You might have noticed a change in your neighborhood lately. Yep, Sprint stores are now T-Mobile stores. Now that Sprint is T-Mobile, you get more coverage, value, and benefits than ever before. We've invested billions to bring our 5G from big cities to small towns across America. And great coverage is just the start. From high-speed mobile hotspot data to weekly deals and giveaways, our customers get tons of great benefits. Head to your new T-Mobile store to learn more.
Qualifying service and capable device required. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain plan or features. See T-Mobile.com.